Hey there friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a really great day. Today I've got another WWE pay-per-view predictions video for you guys, and this week, or this month, is for the 2019 Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is a lot of people's favourite pay-per-view, and it's up there with mine actually. I'm super excited for it, although it's one of those that I find really difficult to do any sort of predictions for, because you just never know what the flip is going to happen. So as always, I've got the card on my phone, so if I look down at any point, I'm looking at this, just to check I'm saying the right thing. But yeah, I'm super excited for the Royal Rumble. The night that I upload this video is going live, the Royal Rumble is on, and I think it's going to be an exciting one. So I'll get straight into it with the two matches that are on the pre-show. The first one is the Cruiserweight Championship, which is a Fatal 4-Way. I don't watch 205 Live. I know absolutely nothing about the Cruiserweight division. So whoever wants to win can win that one. And then the next match that is on the pre-show is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev for the WWE United States Championship, which is on SmackDown. I think Rusev is going to retain. I think they've been really pushing Rusev a lot in the last year. He's got a lot bigger, a lot more fan love, and I think potentially they're going to continue pushing him as United States champ for a little bit longer, but this feud is going to continue for a while, but I'd love to see Rusev retain. Next match on the card is the one which is being used on all the posters, and it is the WWE Championship, again over on SmackDown, which is Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I'm thinking that Bryan is probably going to retain, and potentially AJ will be in the Royal Rumble match, as that's where he debuted a few years ago now. Yeah, I think Bryan's going to retain. I think they're going to continue the whole heel Bryan as champ thing for a little bit longer, potentially into Elimination Chamber, and then he might lose it at Chamber. But yeah, I think Bryan is going to retain, just because I think anyone against Bryan would be an amazing WrestleMania headline match. You know, Brock Lesnar against someone is a lot harder to sell, just because everyone is so done with Brock Lesnar. The next match is Asuka versus Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I want Becky to win. However, WWE are very much gearing up for the 4 horsewomen at WrestleMania. It's not clear at the moment whether it's going to be Charlotte versus Ronda or Becky versus Ronda. It's definitely going to happen at well, in my opinion, it's definitely coming at Mania. One of the two of them versus Ronda, and then it'll be like a 4 horsewomen of NXT versus 4 horsewomen of UFC sort of behind them. But which one, I'm not sure. I'd love to see Lynch win back from Asuka, as I think potentially they're going to put Asuka as a tag team with Naomi. But I want Lynch to retain. I'm just not quite sure if she's going to. I want Lynch to win, but I'm not sure if she's going to. Potentially she could be a really cool last minute entrant into the Women's Royal Rumble. So I think my prediction is going to be that Asuka's going to retain and still be the women's champ, but I want Becky to win. The next match on the card is Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. I think Ronda's going to retain on this. I think that's kind of a no-brainer. But I think that this whole feud has been a sort of push for Sasha, ready for the women's tag championships coming up at Elimination Chamber, because I think her and Bayley are like the odds-on favourites to win that. And I think this was their chance to kind of bring Sasha and sort of to the fore. But I think Ronda is going to retain. Ronda's going to retain. The next match on the card is the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, which is the Bar, who are the champions, Sheamus and Cesaro, are going against The Miz and Shane McMahon. I'm really unsure about this. This whole feud has been very confusing to me, if I'm honest. Like, it just seems a little bit pointless. Don't really get it. Part of me does think that Shane and The Miz might win. But honestly, I've got no idea. It seems this has come very out of the blue. I'm kind of a bit confused by it, but I'm thinking probably Shane and The Miz are gonna win. It's a bit of like a last minute sort of steal kind of vibe. Like, you know, it'll be something will happen, and maybe the ref, you know, someone's leg will be up on the rope, or, you know, they'll pin the wrong person. But I think it's going to be The Miz and Shane. The next match is the final of the big singles matches for this year's Royal Rumble, and that is Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor for the WWE Universal Championship. Off the bat, I'm like, Brock's going to absolutely destroy him. Finn is going to lose. It's going to be Brock to retain. However, part of me is thinking that with the whole Braun Strowman storyline, that actually Braun might get involved and Finn might win. I know literally everyone wants Brock Lesnar to not be Universal Champion anymore. So I think no one really cares who beats him, as long as somebody beats him and we get like an active Universal Champion. So I think I would love it to be like a David and Goliath moment and Finn wins, but I think Finn could win with the help of Braun Strowman, and then Strowman kind of comes back in and wins the Royal Rumble to then go against Finn. Which leads very nicely into my predictions for the 2019 Men's Royal Rumble. My first case pick would be Braun Strowman to win, just because it's flipping Braun Strowman. And I think it would be, again, a really interesting match if he had just helped Finn Balor win, or sort of got involved in the Finn Balor Braun Strowman match, Brock Lesnar match, and then had won or came in to win the Men's Royal Rumble, and then it would be Finn versus Braun for the at WrestleMania. However, I'm not quite sure if that's going to float, but it could be that Braun wins anyway, and it's him against Brock at WrestleMania. I'm not really sure who other people that could be up there to win are. I guess John Cena could be up there, but at the moment I think it's very unclear because he's had this ankle injury if he's even going to be like in the match at all. I think someone like Dean Ambrose could be a sort of not last minute, but sort of a dark horse winner. And again, Seth Rollins to kind of keep pushing that feud, because that feud has been like a big thing, and I don't think maybe they're quite ready to let it die. Another option for a win, which I'm also thinking about, is Lars Sullivan. He's not yet appeared. He's one of the ones who they are launching in from NXT, and he's not yet appeared on either show, unlike all of the other 4/5, because one of them is a tag team people they've parachuted in from NXT. He's not appeared. I think he could be a very good like surprise winner, because they've been trying to bill him as this like massive thing. So he is one of my other thoughts. And then the final match that is on the card for the 2019 Royal Rumble is the Women's Royal Rumble match. For this, my number one is either Charlotte or Becky, just because they really are pushing the whole Ronda versus one of them to come at WrestleMania. So I think potentially it could be Charlotte to win if Becky wins against Asuka, but I think either Becky or Charlotte. Obviously Becky isn't at the moment in the match because she's got her match with Asuka, so I think Charlotte would be the, you know, my number one pick to win, to then challenge Ronda instead of Asuka, and really push into the whole 4 horsewomen feud that I think is coming. You know, everyone expected last WrestleMania and it didn't happen, and they've been, you know, full steam ahead for this WrestleMania. So if it doesn't happen, everyone's going to be a bit shocked. But I think everyone, you know, we're all expecting Charlotte versus Ronda or Becky versus Ronda at Mania, and the likelihood is that one of those two will win the Rumble to get there. I don't know if there's very many other people that are kind of picked to do it. I think Carmella could be like a shock winner She's number 30. She won the mixed match challenge to get number 30. And you know, she doesn't have her conniving ways. My other choice is Alexa Bliss, who was obviously again another last minute entrant. We've not seen her in the ring for a long time because of her concussions and her injuries, and I think she could be a very interesting one to potentially win it. Just because she, you know, no one's seen anything in the ring from her, and she is Alexa Bliss. She's conniving and cunning, so it could really make a bit of a pull on it. My sort of third pick is someone that is one of two people that neither of them have announced for, and they're both from NXT, and it would either be Shayna Baszler, Shayna or Shayna Baszler, or Kairi Sane. I think Kairi Sane obviously is now no longer NXT Women's Champion. I think it'd be a really good point to parachute her in. And she could potentially, it could be an incredible match against her and Asuka at say Mania, or Shayna Baszler. But I think because they are very much pushing the 4 horsewomen, if Baszler came within the match and won, it would have to be against a SmackDown Women's Champ, not the Raw one. So that could be an option if potentially it was Becky that had won the match, the Women's Championship match. But I have been talking for quite a while now. I've got lots of thoughts, lots of potential options. I'm very, very intrigued to see what direction they go in the lead up to WrestleMania from this year's Rumble, with who wins the matches, who kind of gets on the steam train towards Mania. Very intrigued to see with where they go. Part of me thinks that there could be a lot of sort of curveballs thrown in there, which is why I think potentially Lars Sullivan might win the Royal Rumble. But we will see. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can't really see, but I've got my vintage WrestleMania t-shirt on for this occasion. As I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you did. I upload videos at least once, if not twice a week, and I upload WWE pay-per-view predictions videos for every WWE pay-per-view. So please subscribe if you enjoyed this and you want to see more, and I shall see you guys really soon. Bye.